Testing 1 2 1 2.
Your mornings are about to get a whole lot messier.
Stop calling me that, you heifer. Can we say that on air?
You guys are wild.
Wake your ass up.
With VONT, CHAP, and JUSTIS. This is Morning Commute.
Wake me up.
We back?
That breath was hot as shit.
Yo, shut your ass up, nigga. Yo. Niggas, how are you? I miss you.
It's good. No, you don't.
Bro, I miss you guys so much.
You would have sent me a card or something. You would have sent me some flowers, some the fruit shits that they send on Valentine's
Edible
Day.
arrangement?
Yeah, right. You would have sent me something. You ain't
I
miss
did
me?
send you something. That dude didn't pop out that cake?
No.
You didn't get it? I told him to show up at your office.
No. I don't know. No, you should have sent them sex toys that y'all had lying around.
We still got a bunch of them too.
That is what you would have liked, Chap. For sure.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have liked it if you would have sent the right one.
Look,
You want the one for guys or for girls? You got options.
Just take a guess. Just send it on something. If I don't like it, I'll give it to somebody else.
He said send it all.
Hey man, make a bag.
It's Pride Month. He don't discriminate.
Hey, like, oh, whoa. Happy Pride Month to you too.
You look, what I've been hearing is it sound like Chap is feeling neglected. He needs his VONT time every week. So I'm glad
I'm good.
Right now.
I'm doing well.
Welcome back to the messiest morning show podcast. Already kicking it off with some toxicity. My name is VONT League. Thank you for joining us on the pod as always. Joined by my brothers in podcast crime, Justin Chapman, aka Chap.
Yeah.
How are you, King?
I am alive. I'm well. Thank you,
you're deprived.
Jesus. Deprived of what?
Alive and deprived of VONT League.
Sure. Nah, it's a good time. Honestly, this summer's just starting off good. I'm doing well. I graduated.
Yes, you look different now. You look like a master.
Yeah, them bags came off the eyes a little bit.
Wait, as opposed to what, Vaughn?
A bachelor, a slave ass nigga.
That's where I thought you were going. Yeah, bachelor, sure.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's been good. It's been a long May was long for me. Not gonna lie, it was a lot of shit going on in May. But we in June now. We in the summer. We about to be outside. Try to go to the beach. Try to go to some performances. You know, it's gonna be a good summer. I'm telling you,
bro. Beach if this rain will stop.
No, dead ass. We have not had a sunny weekend yet,
bro. Like Vaughn, you've been away, bro. New Jersey is basically Seattle now. It's just rain. It's raining right now.
Yep.
Like, it's nasty out here.
It's kind of like that out here too. I don't know why. Like literally the weather report for the next week. I don't know why I just struggled. It's crazy as fuck to say that sentence. It's literally like rain here in Minnesota for like the next I don't know how long, and I don't know why.
That's God washing the sins away.
Jesus.
For real, it's a lot too.
Because morning commute's back.
Yeah, they knew.
And I'm gonna have to probably go to a beach on a weekday now. That's the only time it's sunny.
Well, what's crazy is out here we don't have beaches. I'm in Minnesota right now, and we're the city of 10,000 lakes, and there's literally lakes. Like there's a lake I'm looking at right outside my apartment window, and so there's some lakes that have sand like surrounding them, but they're literally lakes. They're not like the ocean, and so people here call that the beach, and
Really?
It's just not. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me because I'm like, yo, the beach is the actual shore. They're like, no, these are beaches. I'm like, no, I've literally been to actual beaches.
Are y'all allowed to swim in the lakes?
Yes, people do it all the time. You won't catch me doing it.
Why not?
Because they're dirty.
No, it ain't worse than the Hudson.
We went kayak. What's crazy is I've swam in the Delaware River. But I just because we went like jet skiing or something. It was like 4th of July hella years ago. And I went swimming in there.
Brother. You got a fungus all up on you. That would have nasty.
You was saying Hudson is crazy. Who the hell is swimming in there?
Well, I ain't going to Hudson. I'm just saying that lake is probably better than the Hudson. The Hudson is green.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Y'all probably got springs up there. Nice, good water.
Nah, negative. Also joined by my brother in podcast crime, Justice Gray.
What's popping, y'all? We back.
My dude, you haven't podded like any pod.
Yeah, I finally upgraded. Got a new computer. I got my computer as a gift before college. That's how long I've had my fucking. So like, it's been like that's like 20 years. Like that's how long I've had my old computer. I finally upgraded. So we're getting back to the content. What else happened? I turned 26. I'm on
Word.
status now, officially pushing 30. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, if you round it up, it's 30.
Word.
Yeah, like
My boy
it's
about to go. He about to go get the colonoscopy. Old as hell.
shit. What else? Oh, I saw Kendrick and SZA at MetLife. It was amazing.
Yes, sir.
Jealous.
Amazing. Like, I've seen Kendrick before, but like, just the visuals, the energy, bro. He's such a great performer, and SZA really surprised me, bro. SZA is also a great performer, man, for sure.
That's dope, man. I love that. I saw she was at the American Dream Mall.
Yeah,
And some people had went down there. I think she did it like before the show, right? Or it was after.
it was before.
Yeah, and then the second night she went to Brooklyn. So like I knew mad people that went over to Brooklyn. It was a little club too. At 12 at night, I was like, yo, this is lit, man.
Why were people surprised that Kendrick showed up at American Dream with SZA? Because I saw the videos and I was like, that was
Because it just I think it was just SZA that was like
but like it wasn't a big shock. We knew Kendrick. It's not like she brought out like Bieber or like.
But I just feel like it disagree with me if you feel otherwise. But I feel like Kendrick don't make a lot of public appearances a lot.
You're right.
So when he does pop out, is an event.
Yeah, bro. Imagine you just going to the mall one day and you just end up seeing Kendrick Lamar. That's just so fire, bro. Like
what I think was a surprise was when Big Time Rush was there, and then the Jonas Brothers showed up out of nowhere.
Big Time Rush was there?
This was like maybe 2-ish months. This was like beginning of April, maybe. Big Time Rush was there because they like announced a big old tour, and then out of nowhere, the Jonas Brothers popped up.
That's crazy. That's like, that's like a crossover. That's crazy.
Really, it was because like the BTR, the Big Time Rush was like, I don't know if they were announced to be there. I'm almost positive they were. And like in the middle of them performing, you just see Kevin, Joe, and Nick come down the escalator, and it was like, oh shit! And then they all like did a whole kumbaya.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's what's up. VONT, what's been going on?
Dude, so much. Let's see. We went to Mexico for a destination wedding, which was really interesting for a couple of reasons. One, we shout out to Bree and Chris who got married, my girlfriend's cousin. It was my first destination wedding. Never ever been outside the country for a wedding. And so that was an interesting experience. We stayed at a resort. The wedding was beautiful. And you know, it was all like the lovey-dovey vibes and everybody was having a good time. Mexico was hot as shit.
I bet.
Is like going to Mexico?
Huh?
That's your first time going to Mexico?
Yes.
Yeah, Mexico's nice though. It is hot though.
It was just like humid. But before we took a break, because we took a break right before I went on the trip, I was stuck in a dilemma because I don't know the protocol for destination weddings and getting somebody a gift, right? Because you have to pay for a regular wedding, even like a domestic wedding. You have to pay for your outfit, or if you're in the wedding, you have to pay for a tux or a dress. If you're the maid of honor or the best man, you have to probably help pay for the bachelor or the bachelorette party. We didn't have to do any of that, but we went out of the country, which meant we had to pay for flight and for the resort and, you know, for like a plate or whatever the hell. And so I didn't know if you had to get a gift for somebody for a destination wedding. I thought, and this is not me being selfish, it's just saying like me being there is a gift.
Yeah, I agree.
That sounds so conceited, but like you get what I'm saying? Because like I'm spent all the money that I would have spent putting in a card for you, I'm spending to be here and celebrate you.
Bro, you're getting VONT leak at your wedding? The VONT leak?
Shit, fuck you.
Enough. Bro, honestly though, I low-key agree with you though, just because like if you're paying for the flight and the hotel, bro, like I feel like you shouldn't have to go. Did you get them something?
After me and my girlfriend had a long convo about it, we each put $100 in a card. So we gave him $200 in a card.
I mean, yeah, that's valid though. I would have probably gave him like my Dave and Buster's card with however many tickets I got on it, bro.
Yeah.
Resort. Damn. Like,
nah, that's crazy.
It's crazy, but like, bro, I've never been good with like gifts and shit. Like, I know like a couple of my homies say like they're like planning on like all that shit soon. Like, I'm nervous because like I'm not really like good at like picking out gifts like that. Like, even my boy, shout out my boy James, he got married a couple years ago, and we were all like, what the fuck are we supposed to get them? Because we didn't really know the bride like that. So we ended up all pitching in and we got him a PS5. But like, that's not really for her.
You got him a PS5?
Well, I mean, technically them, she could use it too.
No, you don't know that.
What do you mean? She can use it.
You don't know if she's a game. I mean, she could. No, I don't know. You don't know your boy James because he could be like, sit the fuck down. You're not using my PS5.
That which is wild. Which is wild. But like, I know, but like, you could watch Netflix on the PS5. You know what I mean? You could watch.
I think that's worse than what I wanted to do. Because like I said, no matter what the wedding is, you also have to pay for. Some people don't want kids at their weddings. I feel like weddings are as beautiful as they are, they're very inconsiderate for so many reasons because you have to pay for it. Like, taking a day off, like this, I have to put in PTO. A lot of people don't have PTO to put in. Then I have to pay for a babysitter to watch my kids because some people don't want kids at their weddings.
Let me tell you something. Go ahead, Justice.
I was just gonna say it is inconsiderate, but like it's kind of like their day, so I guess they get to be inconsiderate.
That's true.
You know what I mean, like it's when it's your day, you know, you could have whatever fucking theme you want. You know what I mean? VONT probably gonna have like just giant posters of himself,
like movie posters. Alyssa's not even like in the pictures.
It's just gonna be the VONT leak wedding,
right?
VONT leak featuring Alyssa,
televised and everything.
Produced by VONT leak.
I always tell Alyssa whenever we go do vows, I'm gonna do a stand-up routine.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna do a
idea.
I'm gonna do a late night monologue. Just start busting jokes in the middle of my vows.
Hey, I'm with the no kids at the wedding thing. I just feel like it. I mean, my opinion, it throws off the vibes. Also, if your kid can't behave, we don't need him there. We don't need them drinking up the juice. We already got to pay for heads to come to the wedding, and then they want to get on the dance floor. They running around now. We don't need that. Everybody trying to come and get drunk, go back to the hotel and slap some cheeks. That's the vibe right there. We don't need kids there. Make another kid while you're there. That's the vibe.
That is the vibe.
Is that what you did at your boy's wedding, Justice?
No, I did not make a kid out there.
Nah, yes, he did. He just don't know the kid.
Right. You don't know yet.
Right. Happy Father's Day.
Me having a random kid in Virginia is crazy. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy.
Why you don't want me no more, man? Fresh Prince shit.
That's not funny.
I'm with you though, Chad, because I don't like kids in general. So like, you're right. A wedding is like there's drinks being served and like kids, they gonna kill the vibe, bro. Like they really are.
Yeah. Well, my girlfriend Alyssa said whenever the time comes for us to get married, she doesn't want kids like outside of our immediate, like my sisters, her nieces, her nephew, like no random kids. Like, so if y'all have kids at that point, find babysitters. I just think it's difficult for people to, and I'm not complaining. I guess I am, but like I did it. Like I get them a gift. I went to Mexico and shit. It's just very like, oh my gosh, there's so many different factors. Like I said, my job gives very little PTO. I don't know, like some other people are doctors. I'm an entry-level radio personality, so like I don't have that much PTO. And it's just like, well, damn. I just feel like you can't be upset if you don't get a lot of gifts or if you don't get if some people don't come. Because then there are people, that get offended, like, oh, you can't make it to my wedding. Well, like, I'm sorry. You can't. It's not like I didn't try.
You can't wait. So I got a question. Is this a gift? So say I'm like, all right, I'm not going to get you a gift card. I'm not going to get you money. I'm not going to go and buy you something from the store, but I'm going to pay for something that was a part of the wedding, right? Whether it's like the performer, whether it's like half of the plates or something like that, the balloons. Would you say that's a gift?
Depends on, I guess, who I am. Like if I'm just if I'm like your parent or like a brother or something of the bride and groom, then no. Because like I'm helping out, this close family member. But for me, this was my girlfriend's cousin. So if we help pay for some of that shit, then yes, like that counts as a gift because I don't have to do that.
Okay.
So but back to my gift real quick though. So it was inappropriate for us to get my boy a P5?
Yes.
Very inappropriate.
So you don't think anybody got gifts just for her?
No, because a wedding is literally about union. It's about like if you went to a housewarming party for the both of them, are you only going to get him a PS5? It's their house. It's about union, and it's not a birthday party.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like all the guests there, you know what kind of gifts they're gonna get. They're gonna get plates. They're gonna get they're gonna get like 3 toasters, an air fryer. Like they're gonna get all that boring shit. At least we were unique with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, and also like we're like around the same age. What am I gonna get you, a fucking like a table mat or some shit like that? Like
it's not boring. I feel like niggas need that stuff, like an air fryer or something.
I don't get it, bro. You need the P5 too.
Vaughn, I mean, Justice. Look, because you might be part of the problem why these relationships ain't working. A lot of these men today are not giving attention to their women, and they're staying on these games. So you might be part of the problem. You might be supporting the end of the relationship. Let's be honest, all right? Because she ain't playing the game. It's him playing that game.
You're not looking at the right way, Chap.
You got to know your homie. That's all I got to say.
You're not looking at the right way, Chap. If a man got the because look, all men, we need hobbies, right? If a hard man coming home from a 9 to 5, my boy James is a hardworking man, hardworking black man. If he coming home and he ain't got no PS5 to keep him occupied, he's gonna go look elsewhere.
Yo,
I'm saving the relationship.
Elsewhere where?
No, this is not about you.
I'm making sure that he stays home.
James should be there with his women watching some Netflix, not looking around for a PS5.
You can't be watching Netflix all day, Chap.
Agree, but you just say he a hardworking man. He come back home, he don't got a whole lot of hours just to play the game.
What about now? What about the weekend?
All right, see, I got no answer for that. You really got me there.
What if wifey got a hobby? What if wifey's going to garden and James is sitting here, don't got no PS5, nothing to do, the strip club a mile away? Jay
better go cut some motherfucking grass now.
See, why you can't have fun, bro? You can go right to the chores. Why niggas got to like for free time? Like, let me do some chores. Let me go fucking wash the car. Like, damn.
There's other things that you could do that's not a P5. I'm telling you.
Yeah, women. It's P5 or women, bro. Like, that's why it was a great gift. It was a fantastic gift.
And all I know is at my wedding, I better get a goddamn PS5 from you, nigga. Okay.
Shit. Well, like I said, we all pitched in now. There was like 8 of us.
Wait, because we gotta hold on for a second. So, Justice, you're saying PS5s are keeping men from being home wreckers. Is that what you're saying?
It's possible. It's possible for sure.
Oh, and if you spot a man that has cheated on their wife or girlfriend, chances are they don't got a system.
I'll say this. I bet you there's situations where women have nagged men for being on that P5 and they got tired of them and cheated. I think the key to happy relationship is let your man play the PS5 at least 3 hours a night. And you know saying happy wife, happy life, happy husband.
That's not true.
I don't know the rest, but like let the nigga play some 2K for a little bit.
That's not true.
Type shit. Just saying, man.
Well, the Messiest Morning Show podcast is back.
Starting already.
God. Well, fellas, we are back. I don't know where to really turn from here. We had a couple other things to talk about, but on that note, I think we should just get into the Black Twitter report.
Oh, we got a lot. Oh, coming your way.
We got so much to talk about. So before we went on break, we did an episode, but I feel like every card was stacked against us. It was like Justice's camera wasn't working, and he edited it, and then the fucking computer wasn't working, and then I just, for some reason, happened to choose to record in a different area. Maybe it was just the juju on that episode that it was not supposed to come out. I don't know. So we're back, episode 29 of the Morning Commute podcast. The toxicity is back. The messiness is back. The three of us are black. We're going to catch you up on everything that we missed in our month campaigns gone.
Now. It was freestyling before the episode started.
I'm going to get some snaps of that. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
God. Yo, let's get into it. It's the Black Twitter report.
From the latest rap beefs to the hottest debates, and even the messiest celebrity scandals in between, it's the Black Twitter report on Morning Commute.
All right, so we missed so much. We were gone for like a month and some change because niggas are just busy. Niggas have lives. So we are going to quickly run through everything that black people have been talking about. Who we kicking off with? CHAP and his comrades?
My comrades, sure. If I have not said it once, I'm going to say it right now. This country is ghetto. Ghetto. Tell me why the president and the damn Elon Musk is fighting like two girls in high school. Elon didn't quit. Well, I don't know if he quit, got fired from Doge, the government of the Department of Government Efficiency. And then they went on this back and forth on Twitter. Elon's like, he don't agree with the bill that they're putting out. And Trump's like, he's overreacting. And then Elon just drops the bomb. He's like, you know what? It's the Epstein list. He's on this Epstein list. Now, we all knew this. So it ain't nothing special. And then right after that, they're fine. Let me tell you something. The conspiracy theorist in me is telling me that they got to Elon right when he said that, they got to Elon and they shut him up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this was definitely entertaining when this happened. I'm kind of disappointed that it kind of just like fizzled out. I need them to have a full on Hell in a Cell WrestleMania, bro. I
Oh,
need
that ass.
Zelon, bro. Like I need it. Like for real, for real.
Is it bad that I saw it coming?
No, yeah, of course, of course, bro.
Those are your,
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say those are your comrades, so you probably had the inside scoop.
Yeah, you know, the stocks went up. Not really how.
I think they went down actually. No, or did
Nah,
they?
they went up.
Oh yeah.
They went up. Hey,
Hey, look, everything's a rollout. Everything's a
high key.
rollout.
That's a fact. Mm-hmm. Well, in more news, you guys remember we missed the 10 inmates that just like escaped the prison, and the videos are so crazy. Oh, I forget what I said when it happened. The video just looks like some scene from a TV show we've seen before. But the 10 inmates escaped from the New Orleans jail. Only 8 of them have been captured. So there are 2 niggas that are still out on the run. I think it's crazy. Yes. What I think is crazy is that a couple of the dudes that got caught went home. I'm going anywhere but home. I'm going anywhere but the place the law has my address to be, or anybody related to me, anything. I'm running out the country.
Straight idiots, bro. And that's how you know those were not the people that orchestrated this breakout. You can tell, or it was definitely probably one of the dudes that are still out there. Because there's definitely a couple idiots who has escaped prison and was like, yeah, let me go back home, let me get some Popeyes, let me go to the mall. Idiots. Like,
what if bro just wanted to grab something from his house and come right back? Like,
no, that
I'm not
first of all,
idiots.
you don't know what's at your house anymore. You've been in prison.
Yeah. Grab
That's
what?
not your home anymore.
Grab what? whatever you grab, bro, grab that shit in another state. for real.
That's crazy.
Nah, it really is, bro. But speaking of jail too, bro. Tory Lanez, bro. Tory Lanez got poked up, man. Straight stabbed in prison, bro. Crazy.
Poked up is insane.
Poked up is so insensitive. He got poked up.
Hey, look. It's not insensitive compared to what people have been saying on Twitter. Niggas be like, oh, Tory Lanez got stabbed? Good. Like, it's honestly crazy, bro.
He got stabbed with like 47 times or something like that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, he got stabbed like in like the head. Like it's honestly bad. But like he survived though, thankfully. But
they never gave the details on like, was this like a fight? Was somebody trying to jump him?
I don't think it was. I think he got stabbed by one person. It wasn't getting jumped.
Okay. I don't know where I came up with the number 47. He was stabbed 14 times, stabbed in the back, torso, head, and face, and had to be temporarily placed on a breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
It's God that got Tory Lanez through that, for real.
Definitely. Some more news that we got. Travis Hunter. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's the new recruit to the NFL. He's about to sign his deal. $42 million that he about to get. He just got married to his girl. This is about last month. And they had a private wedding, all white, and social media was going crazy because they saying she a gold digger. Now I'm gonna tell you why they saying she a gold digger. $3 million. They just bought a home a few days ago. $3 million, a big mansion in Florida, 13 bedrooms. One, I don't know why you need 13 bedrooms for 2 people. I never understood that. Then he got a car. She got him a car. I think she got him a Jeep, and he got her a G-Wagon, from what I'm reading. A lot of people are saying this is a scam because we already know the same story about how these women marry the athlete to get the money. They don't sign no prenup, and then they divorce them half on down the line, and then they get half the money. I don't know if it's the same trick here, but hey, man, kudos to them. If she got that bag, she got that bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that like we haven't really seen much or heard much from Travis Hunter's wife, and I'm already tired of their relationship. I'm tired of hearing about them. Like, why do people care so much about this? I truly don't understand.
Well, you don't like love, one.
It's true. You're anti-love,
bro. But it might not be love. That's what people are saying. It might be. She might be after that bag.
Like, Justice goes into hiding around Valentine's Day for like a week straight, leading up and right after. You go into hibernation.
I wait because Valentine's Day is a day for niggas to fuck up.
Wow. Wow. Preying on people downfalls. That's crazy.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! It's Valentine's Day. That's when they go to Rite Aid, get them cheap flowers at the end of the night. It's over.
Crazy. Chief homewrecker. That's you are.
Chief homewrecker.
The chief, the chief operator of home records.
Put that on a damn sweat hoodie.
That ass.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it, chat. We'll talk.
Another story we missed while we were gone. Joe Biden had he announced that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I think he had found out on like a Friday and announced it Monday or Sunday. Some doctors expressed they were surprised that it was an aggressive form of cancer because it's already spread to his bones and nobody checked it out earlier. So prayers up to him. Joe Biden's like 80. He's 82.
Oh, 82.
He's 82 years old, and he had went because he was having problems, urinary symptoms, whatever that means. And of course, Donald Trump, at first he expressed like his not condolences, but I guess like his support and like hope he does well. And then I saw something else where I don't remember what Trump said, but he was just like so unempathetic.
Typical.
And yeah, it's like figures. But prayers up to Joe Biden and everybody, like his family and his team and stuff.
Now, for prostate cancer, breast cancer, any type of form of cancer, one is scary. Let's put it like that. So, hoping this speedy recovery. But let me tell you something. This is a conspiracy theorist to me. If we see Joe Biden get healed by next month, just know the government got the cure to cancer. So I gotta say about that one.
They definitely have the cure to cancer. Okay, first of all, I want to say prayers to Joe Biden.
Yep.
It's very serious. Now, I have a funny story about this.
Oh God.
So the day that this happened, right? The day this came out, I was out with my homie, right? We're in the store, and like they were like, "Oh shit," says Joe Biden got cancer, and I made a joke. I was like, "Oh, cancer? I thought Joe Biden was an Aquarius." Stupid joke. This old lady turned around. It's like I just like shot a baby or something. Like she gave me the nastiest look. I was like, I was just kidding. I was just joking, bro.
Where were you?
I was in Target. And like she just like looked at me. She's like, "How dare you?" I'm just like, yeah, it's a fucking joke. Like, goddamn. Prayers up to Joe Biden, bro.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Prayers to Joe Biden, bro. Yeah, you know who else needs prayers? Little baby Halo, bro. Because from the information that we've gotten with this DDG and Hallie situation, it seems like this little dude would be better off in foster care at this point.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
2 million. All right. So another thing that happened during the break is I took a week-long social media break for a couple reasons. A big reason is because I was so sick and tired of seeing men and women choose sides between the DG Hallie shit, the Tory Lane shit, the Diddy Cassie shit. Y'all are insufferable. Men hate women, women hate men. Y'all make me sick. But this relationship, bro, it was toxic from the jump, and it sucks because now, like, it's gonna affect Halo, bro. Like, if y'all don't know, I mean, y'all should know, but like, Halle Bailey requested full custody over Halo, restraining order against DDG. DDG is trying to fight it. It's gonna get real messy. It's gonna get real messy.
I'm going to say two things. One, and our friend Peyton has said this on this podcast multiple times, stop having kids with people you don't like.
Facts.
God damn.
Yeah.
Or be smart about it. If you're going to have sex, I'm not even saying don't have sex with people, but just like be smart. Plan B, condoms, birth control. There's so many ways.
But you got to understand that like when you first meet people, they can change, right? I might meet you, Vaughn, and be like, Vont's a cool dude. And then 3 months down the line, you might stab me in my back, and I'm like, well, damn, I didn't started a show with him. What do I do now? Like this
That's
nigga
typically how it goes. That's usually the formula with me, and it takes much more like 3 days and 3 months. The second thing I'm gonna say is Halo isn't the worst name. Stop having kids with people and naming your baby some crazy shit. Halo. I just saw this interview of Keke Palmer talk about her son. His name is Leotis, which is a combination of her name and Darius Jackson's name.
Leotis is some bullshit. Halo, I don't hate. Halo is that's not a bad name.
What's Cardi B kids' names? Culture and hold on. Cardi B's kids. Culture
love it.
Blossom and Wave. What the fuck?
It's better than the Shaquantas and the Keenanas.
Nah,
Rihanna's kids, RZA, Riot. Like you sound like fucking Scooby Doo is talking.
That's crazy. Right, it's crazy.
I'm glad you brought this up. I saw this on TikTok. Someone was named Abysida. Guess how they spelled it? Just take a wild guess.
Abysida or Abyssa?
Abysida.
ABIS. Am I on the right track?
Duh, DUH. I don't know. Tell us.
ABCD. ABCD. Abysida. If that ain't the most
Please tell me you lying.
if that
Please
ain't
tell
the
me you
most
lying.
ghetto shit you've ever fucking heard in your life, bro. Abysida.
Oh no.
What happened to the Bible name?
Look. Kiki Palmer's son, Leotis. His middle name is Andrelton. Andrellton.
Oh my-
Leotis Andrelton. I don't know how to say that. Leotis Andrelton Jackson.
Wow.
Stop setting your kids up for failure.
That ain't it. That ain't
Yeah, that's
it.
crazy right there.
That ain't it.
Bro, with that name, that little nigga gonna know how to spell. He gonna have to, bro.
You ever seen the movie First Sunday? It's like one of them hood classics. It's with Ice Cube and Mike Epps.
I think I've seen parts of it.
That is Vont's favorite movie. He always talking
and
about First Sunday.
Mike Epps, not Mike Epps, Tracy Morgan. It's Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan's character in the movie, his name is
Lee John.
Lee John. And so somebody asked him, like, what's that name come from? And he says, my mom was sleeping with two men at the time. She didn't know which one was my daddy. One of them's name was Lee, one of them's name was John. So she just named me Lee John.
I feel like that's valid though. Lee John, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's like a Mary Ann or Marie Ann. You know what I'm saying? Lee John.
No.
I don't like that. I like that.
It's the reasoning, bro. It's the reasoning.
Or
But
even
like-
in the new seasons of House of Pain, Malik had a kid with a woman named Lisa. So they combined their names and the kid's name is Melissa.
That's bad. Bro.
Knock it off.
That's not
That's
it.
bad, bro.
That's
Knock
not
it off.
Can we just go back to the Bible names? I look like the Josiahs and the Davids and stuff like that. That's where I am. That's where I am. I don't like the apostrophes respectfully. It's just not me. It's not me. And the ABCD thing, that's just full on ghetto.
That's so ghetto.
Abyssida.
Full on ghetto. Full
Fuck
on
outta
ghetto.
here.
Oh my god. Talk about failures. Let's talk about A. Marie.
Oh boy.
Have y'all watched this Tiny Desk?
I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know who A. Marie was. I had to Google how to say her name before we started potting.
What?
I knew this song, but name another A. Marie song.
I can't.
That's what I'm saying. I knew the song.
Look. A. Marie was hot at her time, but also that we were young. Like we were young when she was out. So I don't expect us to really know her music like that. Besides one thing, because that's popular. But this Tiny Desk, man, I guess she's trying to make a resurgence because she just dropped some new music a few months ago. And like, you know, she come back to the limelight. She performed at BET, but she did the NPR Tiny Desk before she did BET performance. And let me tell you, man, it was just a hot mess. And maybe that's an overstatement.
It's an understatement.
Sorry. It's an understatement of just everything that went on. We got a clip, right? Yeah, play that clip because crazy.
Hello?
Did it start?
No.
No.
The fuck? Well, we're back, guys.
It was that bad. The video don't even want to play.
All right, hold on. Let's try now.
I wanna shut it down, but this one thing that got me tripping. This one thing that got me tripping. This one thing so made me feel it. This one thing it is. This one thing that got me coming sweet. This one thing I want to admit it. This one thing that I'm so with it. This one thing it is. Hey, we don't know each other well, so why I keep thinking of myself.
Not only were the vocals just bad, it sounds like the mics weren't all at the same levels, and there was just so much wrong with it.
Practice is important. I don't know. You know, black people speak in eye looks. If you looked at the band, they were looking like, what the fuck is going on?
Mhm.
That's exactly what they were saying.
Yeah, I didn't know who A. Marie was. I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was a kid, I thought this song was Beyonce.
Same.
Yes.
Why people think I'm crazy every time I say that?
I learned this like I had to be like it had to be a couple years ago. I learned who made the song. But yeah, if the Locks Dipset versus taught y'all nothing, it's that you need to rehearse. You need to rehearse, bro. She just didn't sound good, bro. Shout out to her. She's beautiful. This is a hit. Please do more rehearsals, bro. Please. Or don't do a tiny desk. Like if you don't got the vocals for it, like
I don't think it was like she don't have the vocals, because when she did at the BET Awards, she did that same song. It was good, and she was singing because we heard her on the mic. So I think it was just a matter of practice. You know what I'm saying?
It was a matter of A. Marie was like, "Oh, let's do a tiny desk." Tiny desk was like, "Who?" And then they said, "Well, the only date we got free is this time, so get in while you fit in."
crazy.
While we talk about music, a couple things from the Grammys desk, or AKA the Scammies, as it's known as on our show. First of all, I never knew that this was a category. They're bringing back the best album cover category, which, at least in my life, I've never known Grammy or album covers to be like a big deal, but apparently back in the day they were. So people are excited about this.
It is.
they used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm glad, actually.
That's exciting. But the bigger news is that, we covered a lot of the backlash that Beyonce got for winning Best Country Album and Best Album of their Album of the Year after never ever winning it.
Yeah.
They decided that, I guess because of this, they're going to break Best Country Album into two different categories next year. Best Traditional Country Album for like the Lainey Wilsons, the Morgan Wallens, the Luke Combs of the world, I guess. And then Best Contemporary Country Album for all the Beyoncés or the people that want to dip into the country bag now.
That's interesting. As far as the album cover category, I like that. Me personally, especially as like a big fan of hip hop, I feel like I just love storytelling in music, and I feel like a lot of times the album cover has a lot to do with that, especially people who like collect vinyls. Big into album covers, even though it's still the Grammy, so it's still the popularity contest. Like Taylor Swift gonna take a selfie, and that's gonna win best album cover. Like so in a way, it doesn't matter, but I'm excited to see who gets nominated. And as for the country thing, I think it's a good idea. And I'll take it a step further. I think they should do that in hip hop also, and in other genres too. Like chat offline, we were talking about different categories of R&B, like trap R&B, traditional R&B, and then toxic. That's not real like genre, I guess, but toxic R&B. I think hip hop is so broad now. Like it's like, can you really say that Rod Wave makes the same music as Pusha T, makes the same music as Playboi Carti, makes the same music as Tyler the Creator?
No.
Like, and on Brave New Radio and on the Supervillain show, VONT, we've talked about alt hip hop. Maybe they need to do an alt hip hop category or something like that.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
so,
A lot of people, whenever Brave New Radio was our old college radio station, and I changed everything to alternative hip hop. Alternative hip hop I define as like melodic rap. So like the Tyler the Creators of the world. At one point I would say SZA, because it's not R&B, but it's not straight rap hip hop, or like Duckworth. What else do we put in like alternative hip hop? I would even say, because I think alternative hip hop is
Yeah,
different.
Brent Fires in there.
I don't know about Brent Fayez, like Masego, in terms of newer artists. And then if we're going back like old school, I would say like The Roots was alternative hip hop. What else did we have like old school?
Lauryn
Hill, yes, for real. The Fugees and A Tribe Called Quest, that was like old school. So I think there's a line there, and I think that needs to be brought back too.
I agree. I feel like I'm happy for the change. Like you said, a lot of people love album covers, but also it's giving recognition to the people that made the album covers and not the artists per se. Even though, knowing the Grammys, the artist is going to get a lot of the recognition, but I'm glad that the people that made these albums and the album covers that are memorable, they get a Grammy, because everybody gets a Grammy when you win. So they get that Grammy too, and they can put that on their desk and stuff like that. And with the country, I feel like a lot of people was upset about it because, obviously Beyonce thing sparked that, but you also have to understand these genres they're not finite. Like it's very, a fusion of everything, very fluid. That's the word I was looking for. Very fluid. R&B is not one thing anymore. Hip hop is not one thing anymore. Country is not one thing anymore. So again, it's just giving opportunity for other people to win, but also reflecting the change that's happening. So kudos to the Recording Academy, which I'm trying to get into this year.
Manifest it. Vaughn, what's the name of the two categories again?
Best traditional country album and then best contemporary country album.
Yeah, I don't know why people are even upset about it. I feel like this solves everyone's problem. Like,
I think I don't feel like it has to do with they made two different awards. I think it's about like the Beyonce country racism thing. That's really what it is about.
But even that, like, you won now. Like now, traditional R&B, you'll have Morgan Wallen and the traditional. I said R&B, the traditional country singers, and then we know what contemporary means. Beyonce will be in there, Shabuzi will probably be in there, like
But it's just the timing. You know what I'm saying? Why does that have to happen now?
True. Because before there weren't people dipping into country like as a one-off type thing.
Not true.
I don't think so. I think
Nas X. Remember he top country album that year he came out, and people had a problem about that as well. So you can't say Beyonce was the first.
But did he win?
He won. Yes, it was the top of the charts and everything.
But you know what, Chap? I feel like it's starting to happen more and more now, the crossover into country. And I feel like country in a couple years will be like a top genre now.
But I guess you could say the same thing about Kanye and like his gospel album, because he was definitely nominated. Kanye is not a gospel artist, but that album was definitely in like the gospel categories at the Grammys.
Yes.
Didn't Glorilla win a gospel award at the BET Awards?
Yeah, that was a problem. That was a problem.
Crazy. That's so crazy to me. But speaking of crazy, let's talk about Antonio Brown, man. CTE personified. Antonio Brown has
that's like that. Damn.
I mean, look, he has said, yes, I have CTE. Like he says it like every day on his Twitter.
You can't like confirm that, but okay.
I mean, you can't confirm it, but it's confirmed, bro. The way the nigga talk, way the nigga act. But now, I'm not saying this is because of his CTE, but he is wanted right now for attempted murder from something that happened during a boxing event. Let me get the full details here. It's something happened from I think it was like a YouTube boxing event. So it happened in Miami-Dade County. Yeah, it was a celebrity boxing event. Allegedly, he punched a man, grabbed security guard's gun, and fired 2 shots. So he's wanted for that on a $10,000 bond. I feel like this is gonna get crazy too. Like I feel like luckily, like he didn't kill anybody over this, but like I wonder if we're gonna get like a OJ Simpson type situation, like with the white Bronco type shit.
Nah, I don't think we're nowhere near that.
I shouldn't be laughing, but
yeah, he hasn't turned himself in yet. So
I don't think it's gonna be a chase, anything like that, Joe, because they know he did it.
That would be crazy though.
There's evidence that you did it. Like it ain't no like speculation coming around. So I don't think it's gonna get to that level. But
yeah, what's he turn himself in?
Do you think, as a solution to the CTE mess that's been going on for years, do you think when athletes retire, they should get a what do you call them shit tests? Like a
brain scan?
Yeah, like a brain scan, some type of shit to show that they're clear.
I mean, yeah, probably. The problem is like there's no reversing it. There's no like reverse. So like even if you get the brain scan, it's like, what do you do? They're like people get like affected in different ways. Like for example, there's this UFC fighter named BJ Penn, a former UFC fighter that's been in the news recently. He got arrested like 4 times in the last month. He is on record saying that like he thinks his family members are imposters out to get him. So like it's going south quick. And and obviously we know like Aaron Hernandez. And that would happen while like he was close to like still playing. So
right.
It affects people in different ways. That's what's so scary about it, bro. Like I know I joked about it, but like it's honestly it's crazy. It's crazy. But also, I don't think this is like just because it's CT. I think Antonio Brown is legitimately also just crazy.
That's crazy.
He's just a crazy person. But we'll see what happens with this.
Hey, the Messiest Morning Show podcast is back. VONT Leak, Justin Chapman, Justice Greg. Thank you for listening. Whether this is your first time listening, you've listened to all 30 episodes of this messiness, or 29 episodes, or you've listened to our show since college. Thank you very much. And sorry in advance.
Loyal listener right there.
Yeah, appreciate you. You've seen this show go through a lot. Ran through is what the critics say this show. Critics are raving about this show, calling it ran through. What, Justice?
Pretty much, yeah. You.
Subscribe to the show. Fuck you. Download the show so that way every time new episodes pop out, you can already have them downloaded. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Morning Commute Pod. If you've been listening to the show, you know we do this thing just about every episode that we love to do. It's called Blind Rank, and it's nothing new because we're not creative. We got it off the internet. I'm going to give these fellas, Justice and Chap, 5 things in a category. You have to rank them blindly, so you're not going to know what the next one is ahead of time. Fellas, since yesterday was Father's Day, as we were putting this episode out, we're going to blind rank TV dads.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
Okay.
Get your list together, fellas.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, and also, so 1 is the best, I assume, right?
1, yes, will be the best
Okay,
TV
okay.
dad.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Write your list down because I'm not keeping track. Here you go. Your first TV dad, Danny Tanner. Starting with a classic.
Mm.
Who the fuck is Danny Tanner?
Full House.
Oh, I watched a little bit of that show. But that was the white guy with the 2 daughters, right?
Yeah, the 3 daughters.
3 daughters. All right.
Character.
Yeah, I know that nigga. Yeah, I know him. He ain't beat nobody. Shiller's out. I'm gonna put him at a 3. He's a good dad.
You didn't even know who he was just now.
No, like I didn't know his name, but I watched the show a little bit, and he always did some good shit on the show. I give him that.
All right, Justice.
I'm also go 3. He was a good TV dad, but he had help, so
True.
that lowers him a little bit. He had 2 other niggas there,
True.
so you don't get all the credit.
And Aunt Becky.
Type shit. Was that her name? Yeah, type shit.
Mhm.
She
Okay.
was some fine shit back in the day too.
All right. Next up, Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
I'm
Where's
gonna
he falling on your list?
go 2.
Modern Family is an underrated sitcom. Like, it's
Is it?
genuinely so funny. Like, that's the definition of one of them shows. They could not have casted better.
Absolutely, you're right.
I'm gonna give it number 4 because I feel like you got some better options coming up.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next dad, Andre Johnson from Blackish.
He used to be doing the most. That's all sometimes. Like,
Low key, Andre was a bad dad. He was a terrible husband.
well,
I'll tell you that.
he wasn't bad. He wasn't
A bad, but
he
he
was
always
OD.
was. He was always just shitting on Junior. He used to be like, "Who would want to go to see Junior's recital?"
I feel like he's one of those people that's too pro-black for me, too woke. It's
Mhm.
giving. I'm trying to go to the barbershop. You told me the history of the barbershop. I don't need to hear that. I need a number 1 or a number 2.
Like some Tyler Perry, like this barbershop was built on former slave land.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm gonna go 4. I feel like he was a little too he was a little goofy.
he
A little
definitely was goofy.
bro. Like he really don't give dad vibes like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll probably go 4.
I'm gonna put a number 5.
I was
Oh,
going for 5, but I feel like Von got some bullshit.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Got 2 more dads on this list. Will Smith's dad in the show.
Bruh.
Yo, that's bad funny. All right, see, this is tough though because what if he had like another family that he was taking care of?
He didn't.
He was a truck driver. Stop it.
I mean,
I'm just letting you know now, Chap. Your list is already screwed because you got
Yeah, it's
Andre
fucked.
Johnson and number. You already got all the worst slots taken.
So I'm gonna have to put number 2 because he ain't going at number 1.
wow. Yeah, Will's dad is definitely number 5.
That's crazy.
Why he don't want me no more, man?
I don't even know why you consider that a dad. That's not a dad, respectfully.
All right, last TV dad. So you both have number 1 left. That's it.
Oh boy. Who's
This gotta
left?
be a good one, nigga.
George Lopez.
I'm giving that. That's a good number 1 for me. I like George Lopez.
I mean, I don't think he was that good of a dad. Like his daughter ran away.
What? And she was crazy. She was crazy.
Yeah, but he was like hella overprotective. And like he really did not give a fuck about Max. Like, especially like when he got
Wrong.
early on, he did. Like when he was dealing with dyslexia. Once he got to like the teenager, he was like, I don't give a fuck.
You have to understand, bro. One, he didn't have a father, right? Two, he had a crazy ass mother. Three, he had a bad childhood, so he wanted to shield them away. First of all, he was doing great as a father, like putting them in a full house. He was manager and shit like that. He had a wife. They went to a good school. Now we all know kids screw up at some point, down the line. He started doing some crazy shit. I feel like he was doing the best he can, being, I don't want to call him a screw up, but being like having the childhood that he had, like he didn't have all the resources, he didn't have all the knowledge. He tried to do the best he can.
I'm just saying, right? Ignoring how good the shows are, and we're just talking about the dad. You telling me George was a better dad than Danny Tanner?
Respectfully, Angie was the problem. Let's just say that.
I think they were both like they had polar opposite parenting styles.
Yes.
And Danny Tanner also, like Justice said, even though they didn't have the mom, Danny Tanner, like he had help, but like he was a single dad and he made it work.
Type. Yeah, exactly. George was just like, yeah. I don't know. I mean,
then again,
Philadelphia though, for sure. But yeah, I guess he's number one.
Okay. That's blind ranking TV dads. Happy Father's Day out there.
I thought you were gonna put Uncle Phil.
What? Yeah, what happened to Uncle Phil? What happened to Carl
bro.
Winslow? Like,
Nah,
I was expecting these people, and they about to throw in Timmy Turner dad. Like,
yo, can I give you a hot take?
What's up?
Uncle Phil not that good of a dad.
Why you say that?
Wrong.
Great uncle. If you look at how he parented his kids, not that great of a dad. He gave Hillary whatever the fuck she wanted. Carlton was a little bitch. Respect.
And then he didn't really pay attention to Ashley.
He didn't go fuck about Ashley at all.
At all.
Bro, like, what the fuck? Like, he's not that good of a dad, if we being real. Like, the nigga from Family Matters is a better dad than him, low key.
No, obviously, Carl Winslow is definitely.
Yeah. Carl Winslow was even looking after Urkel.
Nah, I ain't gonna comment on that.
He was a neighbor. Look how Urkel was treating Jazz.
He also was like not one. They cut off Judy, so they dropped that. They dropped that girl and then forgot she existed. So one, that's strike one for me. Strike two is he loved Urkel, ultimately, but also he did treat him like shit most of the time. So I'm not, maybe until like the last two seasons they were close, but for the most part he treated Urkel like shit, but was still there because Urkel father wasn't shit either. I feel like Uncle Phil. I'm not gonna say he was a good dad, but he wasn't a terrible dad. It's just I feel like one, he was a judge, so he was busy all the time. The mother, Aunt Viv, wasn't the best. I ain't gonna say they was the best parents. That was a unit that wasn't doing good.
I'll keep it a stack, bro. Aunt Viv, yeah, she was. Aunt Viv was heavy. Like, oh, there's a problem. Yeah, Uncle Phil handle it, and she'll go do some other shit. Like, I feel like it was always Uncle Phil doing the parenting. Like, she would like yell at you real quick. And she'd be like, yeah, I'll let Uncle Phil give you your punishment. Like, what are you going to do?
He was the enforcer. That's why.
So what is her job?
To be the nice one, but ultimately she barely was nice. I don't know. She wasn't all that. That's all I got to say about that. But if you would have put Carl Winslow in this lineup, he was definitely going to be my number one.
You got Will's dad number two, bro. That's terrible.
Yeah, this is fucked. This is so
I had to switch it up on y'all.
This is so bad.
Yo, did you see the new Tyler Perry movie?
Ooh, let's talk about it.
It's so funny because off and online, I've kind of sworn off Tyler Perry in the past couple of years. I used to be the biggest Tyler Perry fan, but I feel like since 2019, when he got his big old studio, he's cared more about quality or quantity. I feel like he's cared more about quantity versus quality. Because he's so on this this moral high ground of like, oh, like I write all my shows and movies in a weekend and we film them in 5 days and it shows. Compared to like the original House of Pain or Why Did I Get Married or like the Meet the Browns movie. But Tyler Perry's got a new movie, number one on Netflix right now. It's called Straw with Taraji, Sherry Shepherd, Tiana Taylor. This movie surprised me, fellas. This movie, I watched it because the internet was saying it was actually good, which I still wasn't sure about because they say like Mia Culpa and all these other ones are good and they're not. This movie surprised me. And as we talk about it, I want all of us to give our out of 10 stars ratings. Okay.
9.
And spoiler alert, as we get into it already. So we're going to talk about what the fuck happened in the movie if you haven't seen it yet.
You go 9, Chap?
Go ahead, Chap. Go ahead, kick it off.
Give it a 9. I think this was really powerful. I'm going to give this to him. And I feel like Tyler Perry always tries to do that and hits on themes in the Black community that it's taboo, or it's known but it's not talked about. Some people can argue that it's a little much at times, but I feel like this one right here, especially at the time that we going through, was powerful.
But
So that
like the economy being high and tariffs and shit.
yes, the economy being high and just like people trying to make it and not having enough resources, but also I feel like a lot of people took that away. What I took away was how the people around her responded, like the manager at work and the police officer. Like, you don't know what somebody going through, and they treated her like shit. You know what I'm saying? And all she was trying to do was just explain that she's just trying to get by. She need help. When people need help, sometimes it's open and sometimes it's not so prevalent. We have to understand that and be sympathetic to people. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what they're going through. So that's what I took away. But either way, the message came through. I think it was powerful. The only thing I didn't like was Tiana Taylor played her thing. It was just the dialogue was just very, very cringy. A lot of the things that were happening with the police coming in and like the hostage to go, that was just so untrue. And yes, it's the movies, but like it was very much like, we're gonna make it so like we can get it out of here in 40 minutes type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a smooth 7 out of 10.
7? That is low.
Because look, I'll be honest with you. No disrespect, I didn't think Tyler Perry still had a good movie in him, but
You was on the same page as me.
yeah, this was good though. This was a good movie. I loved like you said, the story. It was sad, it touched the heart. The twist at the end was super, super sad, and it was unexpected. So the fact that it caught me off guard, definitely get some points for that. Actually, I'll go 7.5. I won't go 7. I'll go 7.5 because it was
not an 8.
No, not an 8. It was a good movie. There was only some things I had a problem with. Tiana Taylor, bro, she did not seem like a fucking cop at all. She seemed like Tiana Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Like she cannot play a cop. Also, some of like the dialogue in the bank was a little cringy. It just felt a little like unnatural to me, but great cast. Taraji did her thing.
Yes.
Sherry Shepherd did her thing. Yeah, it was a solid movie. I think 7.5 out of 10 is a solid rating. Vaughn, I want to hear your rating because if you rate it higher than Sinners, we're gonna have a serious problem.
What did I rate
you give
Sinners?
Bro, you something low. You said like an 8 or something.
You think 8 is low?
For Sinners, yes, it is.
I don't agree. Sinners is the greatest fucking movie of all time. I did say though I want to watch it again. Alyssa and I said that we want to watch it again.
You need to. It's going on streaming soon, I think.
I think today or some shit. Yeah. Tyler Perry Straw gets a 7.5 out of 10 for me. I'm with Justice. It's not an 8 because I feel like, well, not I feel like, because Tyler Perry has many better movies that I would watch again and again and again.
Yeah.
Straw, I agree with everything you guys said. I think that some of this dialogue only worked because some of the dialogue was still cringy, but it worked because it was Taraji. I think Tiana Taylor was playing Tiana Taylor. She was a terrible job at doing her being a cop. I think the white cop who was cussing out Taraji and like ran into her car and shit was terrible. Like, oh, bitch, you're going to wish you stayed home today. It felt so unrealistic. And then there were just so many things that were just unrealistic. Maybe this is just me because I watch like a lot of cop shows like Law and Order, Chicago PD. Whenever Sherry Shepherd and like some of the people left the bank, Sherry Shepherd was like, I have to go back in there. And Tiana Taylor let her. That does not happen.
It doesn't happen. No.
It's a hostage situation. It's not like an empathetic, oh, like she's going to go sympathize with her. That doesn't happen. And even when they were coming out of the bank, the cops didn't have their guns drawn. They weren't getting close to the bank. God forbid Taraji came out and did or said something. They were all standing like all the way in the back of the parking lot. So I was like, this is a bit unrealistic. The twist in the end was big for me. It took me like a second to realize what was going on. When I watched it, I was like, wait a minute, huh? I was confused. But once you realize that it was, spoiler alert, a psychosis episode, the whole movie was a psychosis episode. It's like, oh, shit. And yes, that's why I like the message. Is like, you don't know what people are going through. And sometimes by the time you realize and show sympathy, it's too late. Because Taraji's character went through the entire day of, the worst fucking possible day. getting
Yeah.
fired, losing her car, losing her daughter, even though her daughter technically was died the night before and shit, robbing a bank, even though she wasn't robbing a bank. I also think like Tiana Taylor's whole justification of like, she's having a bad day, give her a break. That goes out the way. Like you have hostages in a bank.
Nah, yeah, I agree with you. And it was crazy. I liked like their dynamic, how like just like, oh, she can relate to her and like her own backstory.
Yeah.
I like that, but you're right, bro. Like just because Shawty had like just like, oh, and I relate to her. Like, okay, she has a gun and possibly a bomb. Who gives a fuck if you relate to her? Like,
I'm gonna disagree with y'all right there because I feel like
bro.
again, it's all about being empathetic. Yeah, in a real situation, we're worried about the hostage and make sure everyone comes out safe. But at the same time, you can't do that unless you got to try to connect with the person. That's the whole point of negotiation and hostage negotiation, shit like that.
You do have to, I guess, connect or relate to try to, emotionally get them out of there. But and once she pulled out that gun and the quote unquote bomb, all that is out the window. Now we are worried. Like before she held up the bank, sure, you're having a bad day and everything's going wrong, and I sympathize. Now you have a gun in a bank. Now you're holding hostages. Now I'm not worried about you because I don't know what you're gonna do in a real life situation. That's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah, honestly, I think some of the other unrealistic things was they had the people mad close, like the crowd that came, they were mad close. They would not have people on a scene like that because say she does come out shooting, people get hit, people get sprayed.
She had a bomb.
Yeah.
That wasn't just happening. Also, I remember towards the end they were like, "Oh, we're gonna just go in, we're gonna bum rush in," but there was the Sherry Shepherd's character was still in there. That would never happen because they're not going to kill a hostage that's dead. Like they're never gonna do that unless it's one person alone. I feel like it's. Go ahead.
That was another thing that pissed me off. Like they could not figure out what they wanted to do. Like they wanted to bum rush the shit, or like, because remember when the white cop came over? Not the white cop at the beginning, like
the FBI.
Yeah, the FBI came. They were like, "We're gonna take over," but then he was sitting in the fucking trailer, like, "What do we do? What do we do, nigga? What do we bring you in for if you still sitting there not sure what to do?"
Well, they ain't bring him in. He came in respectfully.
Whatever. And then Tiana Taylor called her again, and like she had more of a plan. I was like, "What is your job, agent?"
I think if I don't know if they give do they give Oscar awards for like Netflix shows and stuff?
Shows is Emmys, movies is Oscars.
Okay, so I just feel like Taraji needs an award. And you already said this, but that performance was stellar. And I pray and I hope, because we all know she's a great actress, but she doesn't get the same respect that Meryl Streep gets, or what's that other guy, Al Pacino, all the greats of Hollywood. She doesn't get that same praise. And I feel like she needs that because one, it's not easy to play a role where like you have to play some type of mental state like psychosis or dissociative disorder, something like that. I feel like that's hard. It's hard. She did her thing, and she's always playing a role where she has to like cry or she in some distress, and she always kills it every single time. That's not easy. That's a whole nother emotion that you gotta tap into. That was stellar. I low-key, and maybe this is a hot take, but I'd rather watch Straw again than watch Sinners again. That was a better movie in my opinion.
You think Straw was better than Sinners?
Yes.
Oh,
Cinematically, no.
but I say cinematically, no. They shot this movie in 4 days.
Yeah, cinematically, no, not going close.
Michael B. Jordan played himself.
Yeah,
or he played a twin of himself.
But I feel like I personally, I just love the theme and love the message behind this movie.
You think it's a better movie than Sinners, bro?
In my opinion, yeah.
I think what Chap is saying is crazy, but Justice, Sinners is not fucking like, you're making it seem like it's like Titanic or like some like crazy.
It's better than Titanic. Fuck out of here.
No, it's not.
Bro, I'm tired. First of all, I'm
not.
Titanic hype. That was a bad example to use.
I know, I've never seen Titanic, so it was a shitty example. But like, you're making it seem like Sinners was like this groundbreaking. I saw this list the other day. They were saying Sinners is in like the top like 10 horror movies of all time. I was like, no, objectively, no, it is not.
It's a thought-provoking vampire movie, bro. Niggas not making that. Also, Titanic, fuck Titanic. Jack could have fit on the raft. I'm not going. He's like, but y'all two need to do a Sinners watch party. We need to watch Sinners again because obviously y'all both. I thought Chap got it.
I did get it. I'm just saying, it's not that high. What, you sucking the director or something? Like I feel like you giving this too much praise,
bro. Straw was good. Tiana Taylor's acting alone, bro.
Wait, hold up, wait, because we not gonna do no Tiana Taylor slander here, right?
No, it was
If she
bad.
had to do,
was
maybe
bad.
it wasn't her, bro. Maybe Tyler Perry was like, "I'm not going to give you lines. Do what you got to do." That's the director fault. That's the writer fault.
It was a mix of both. I will say it was a mix of both because, like I said, the writing was poor and some of this, but Taraji made it work. But Tiana Taylor definitely did better as Byron than she did in this movie.
She did not seem like a cop, bro. She really didn't, bro. She really did. That's just a crazy. That's probably the craziest thing I ever heard you say, Chap. Ever since
Bro,
you,
I never said, bro.
bro.
First of all, I never said directly that it was better. I just said I'd rather watch Straw
that's different. That's
again.
different. You said
than Sinners.
You said better though. That's if you prefer Straw over Sinners, that's fine. That's your opinion. But yeah, I just think y'all need to watch Sinners again. That's all. That's all.
I want to backtrack to something the chap said about Taraji being unappreciated. I agree, but I'm gonna tell you two reasons why Taraji will never win an Oscar for this movie. One, because it's a Tyler Perry movie, and they're just not giving Oscars to black movies like that. It's not like an Oppenheimer for whatever, like, you know, it's not like one of these weird ass white movies that critically acclaimed. Sorry. And also because didn't Angela Bassett just get an Oscar?
Yes.
Yeah, and Taraji's been around just roughly as long as Angela Bassett has, and Angela Bassett is just not getting the credit she deserves. So Taraji's definitely not getting an Oscar or an Emmy for anything anytime soon. And that's not a knock on Taraji; it's a knock on just how the way the entertainment industry awards black people for the roles that they play.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm looking up her awards right now. She doesn't have an Oscar. She has a couple BET awards, NAACP awards.
Black awards.
But I don't even think it like she don't need an award. That's what I'm saying. Like it would be great if she won an award, but she don't need one. I just want people to talk about her in the same light that they talk about all these other people. You know what I'm saying? Viola Davis, she's up there with Viola Davis.
You know why? Because she mostly does black movies. That's why. Mm-hmm. She's done a couple movies that aren't black movies. And to be fair, she's gotten like her flowers for those. Like she won a Screen Actors Guild Award for outstanding performance. Yeah. Oh, that was the whole cast. Never mind. For Hidden
also, to Taraji, Straw is not Taraji's best movie. She killed it. No. But Taraji's not her best. Or Straw's not her best movie, and so she hasn't won for the other shit. Best movie? I have a fucking the one with what's the one with Terrence Howard, Baby Boy? Not Baby Boy. Hustle and Flow. Hustle and Flow.
I wouldn't even say that wasn't nowhere near. I'm giving Hidden Figures.
I like Hidden Figures is good. I like I Can Do Bad All by Myself.
Yeah, that was good too.
That was great.
That was a good one too. There's some others we're forgetting, and then she won awards for.
She was in The Color Purple.
Oh yeah, she was from The Color Purple.
I like that performance.
And even we've had this conversation before too. Keke Palmer is somebody who does a lot of black roles. Keke Palmer is just starting to get the credit that she deserves. I work with a lot of white people who are just starting to learn who Keke Palmer even is just off of name.
Yeah,
crazy.
So,
I just think it's not fair. It's not fair.
Talent wise, she's in. Like she's with those names you mentioned for sure,
bro. She's better than some of these names that they talk about. Like respectfully, she's better than Timothée Chalamet. Like, I'm sorry.
That villain hoodie.
I'm sorry. Like,
blowing, bro.
Can we just stop avoiding that? Like, I feel like we talk about all these people all the time, you know, and we have amazing black actors.
Yep.
We don't talk about. What's the name? Idris Elba. That's how you say his name. Idris Elba. Bro, it's a powerhouse.
Yes.
Can we give him that, please?
Okay.
Like, come on now.
The skin color is what it is, though, because like there were talks he was gonna play James Bond, and people had a problem with it, even though he probably would have been a fire James Bond. But you know what that's about.
Octavia Spencer, another one. I'm gonna make my list
of most underrated black actors.
Let's do this next episode. Let's do this. I love this. Write this down.
Underrated black actors. Yeah, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hot right now because they really got me on some shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Timothée Chalamet caught a stray there.
I mean, good actor, love him to death, but we got to give credit where credit is due.
You know what I just started watching, Justice?
What?
Euphoria.
Euphoria is good.
You just getting on that?
Yeah, because I don't watch shit like with the rest of the world. I'm not that guy. I've never been a trends guy.
I'll
you
say
just-
this. I'm only in some cases. Euphoria's coming on Sunday nights was a thing for sure.
Yes,
It was the
very
thing.
much so.
It was Sunday Night Football and then Euphoria. that was the Sunday nights. But
It's a good show. I'll
you on
give
the
it
first
that.
season?
I'm still on the first season. Like I'm in like the first couple episodes.
Oh, you got so much to go.
First season is really good. Second season is good, a little messy, but it's good though. It's good.
There was a scene that was a bit much for me.
I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah, in the first season.
With Nate's dad, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Jules.
Yeah.
That was a bit much for me.
Euphoria, a little graphic for sure, but
very very graphic. Like
Sam Levinson is a sicko. Have y'all ever seen that The Idol?
No, fuck that.
but I heard about it.
That's it. Dude, you talk about the weekend show?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching
It's
that.
terrible. I saw the clip of the weekend. I low-key liked it.
The Weekend is a
When he slapped bro, like in that scene, I was like, oh shit.
Did you see Chap the show he's in with Jenna Ortega? The Hurry Up Tomorrow, the movie.
No, I didn't see that. I just saw the clip of the Idol where he slapped bro, and I was like, okay, the Weekend might got it with the acting bag.
The clip
y'all telling
of
me
him
otherwise.
with the with Jenna Ortega is so bad.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's horrible. And Jenna Ortega is such a great actress. I'm sure she's looking at him like, nigga.
Please. Hey, look, I don't feel bad for her though. Jenna Ortega, as good as an actor she is, she be choosing some bullshit roles.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she should be doing way better roles, bro. Like I don't know what the fuck she be choosing.
I don't think it's bullshit. I just think she low-key remind me. This might sound crazy. She remind me of Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg he gets wait. Let me get there. Let me get there. Snoop Dogg gonna get to the bag. If he don't do nothing, he gonna get to the bag. I feel like Jenna does the same thing. She not proud enough. She don't got pride to be like, nah, I'm an A-lister. I'm only doing this. I'm only doing Top Gun type shit. Nah, I'm gonna work with the independent filmmakers. I'm gonna work with A24 type shit. Like,
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
You still can't hear it?
no, we care.
What the fuck are you doing? I have to go right now. I'm getting calls. I just had a flight. I'm on a tour. I'm trying to be fucking nice. You're trying to be nice right now, right? You're forcing me to be bad, but I'm actually doing a good thing. All right? So just chill the fuck out. And I gotta
It's
go.
just so bad. It's
Shut
giving
the fuck up.
it's giving that Tyler Perry movie where the dude's like, no, I must go. You can't deal with me. Me, my two dads, the fact that I like getting my prostate tickled, like it's giving that. My lace underwear.
I'll be honest with you. We do shout out to Straw, bro, because Tyler Perry was on a disgusting run.
Mm-hmm.
A disgusting run, bro.
Wait, no. Because what's the movie before that with the ladies in the army? That whole historical shit. That was
888.
yeah, 688. That was a good movie. I gotta give him that. That was a good movie. I just think it wasn't because they won an award at like the NAACP type shit, but I don't think it's talked about now because like he has other content coming out. But that was a good movie he put out.
Whatever show it was where the shawty sniffed that dude's dick.
It was no, hold on. It was a nigga that sniffed the nigga's dick.
Oh yes, right. Yeah.
You never seen that one, Chap?
You're not talking about Beauty in Black, right?
No, it was the one where they're in a cult, Ruthless. I
Oh
think.
no. Every time I see that show, the ads come up, I'm like, that's not for me.
I showed Alyssa that clip last week of the dude sniffing the dude's dick, and she was like, "What?" Because Alyssa likes Tyler Perry stuff. She even thinks Beauty in Black is like okay. She knows
yes,
it's low
Beauty in Black
budget.
is great. I've been watching that shit.
I've told you and Peyton that shit is ass.
he been the first season. It was very cringy. It's very cringy. Period. Like you can't take that away.
Well,
But
let me see if I would like it.
I feel like he just leaves you on cliffhangers, which is good. Like you want to know what's going to happen next. It's crazy shit that go down, but you just want to know what's happening next. I think I don't know. You're not into like Tyler Perry like that, right? Both of y'all.
Yes, I am.
Like
I love Tyler Perry.
the shows. Like
No.
I'm not talking about House of Pain and shit like that. I'm talking
the
about
newer
like
ones. No,
the last.
Sisters.
Yeah, all that.
No.
The last great show, I promise you, was Have and Have Nots. Have y'all watched that?
No, but my nana has said that's good.
if you ever go and get BET Plus, you need to go. That's the last great show he had. He had If Love You Is Wrong. That one was good, but Have Nots, like, I think put him on the map for like drama TV. That shit was great. Everybody in that cast got put on. I'm telling you. That was with Tika Sumpter. She was on there.
She's also an okay actress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all got me in my bag right now. Please don't do that.
We're gonna do next episode underrated black actors and black actresses. I think this is a great conversation. I think we need to get somebody on too, somebody else to play like either the middleman or like the mediator.
I'm just gonna call Tyler Perry. Fuck it. We gonna get him on here.
You are trying to get in the academy,
bro. Let's go.
All right, let's move on because Chap, I know you got to go. Where are you going? Diddy meeting? Diddy party?
Nah, I'm not going there, brother. I got to go to the law office because I still got the restraining order to get you.
Let's get into this week's messy moment. We do this every week because we are the messiest morning show podcast. And I saw this video, and it's so fucked that this is a messy moment, but it is. I'm gonna let the clip speak for itself. Is what I'm gonna do.
Ring video of a man walking up to a
Did you hear it?
3-year-old boy and ripping his chain off of his neck in Morris Heights. News 12's Jody Juliana Powell joining us live from the Digital Center with a look at that video and more details. Jody, how is that little boy doing?
I sat down with Wendy Alonzo today, the mother of the 3-year-old boy who got his chain snatched from his neck in his apartment building last week. And here's that shocking video. His mother says he was playing in the hallway with his siblings when he was robbed.
Mami, mi cadena, me la quitaron, mi cadena.
Screaming out for his mom, but by then, the man ran down the steps, leaving her son terrified and traumatized.
This man robbed a 3-year-old for his chain. You know how devious you have to be to rob a 3-year-old for a chain?
Where have we come to in this world?
In like the middle of like I guess this is like an apartment lobby or not a lobby, like there's a hallway or some shit.
Are we that bad? Are we that down bad?
But Chap, I need to I need to tell you the funnier part of this clip. It's so bad that Justice and I are laughing. This is the second time this 3-year-old has been robbed of a chain. This is the second, and I don't think it's by this same person. So many questions. One, who the fuck keeps putting chains on this kid? Well, second, it's not weird or like strange for a 3-year-old to wear a chain. Like you want your kid to be blinged out. I was 3 years old. 3 years old. I wore a chain. I'm sure the both of you have, and I've never been robbed once. So the fact that this particular kid was robbed twice, what do people got against this little 3-year-old kid?
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. He's gonna grow up to be a menace, bro. He is gonna grow up and start robbing everybody. He's getting his lick back one way or another.
John Wick shit.
That dude, whoever's robbing the 3-year-olds, you're going to hell, bro. You got a seat waiting for you.
Straight to hell.
Look, as a villain, bro, that's devious. Robbing a 3-year-old, bro, devious, bro.
What's crazier is watching like the other 2 kids in the video. They're just like, there's 3 kids in the video, and they're just standing next to the little kid that got robbed, and they're just like, okay, just like, you know what to do next.
But more importantly, first of all, I'm looking at the mother because where were you? Why are these little kids just in the hallway?
She said she was running down the steps. Was she not running after the guy?
Exactly. And if you're going to keep giving your 3-year-old who gets robbed chains, teach him how to tuck it. Teach him to tuck that shit because he going to keep getting robbed and he going to grow up to be an absolute menace to society.
Respectfully, I don't think they're expecting to get the chain robbed.
But it happened once already.
Bro, if I get my chain snatched, bro, I'm going to start tucking it.
Bro, that should probably not no Cuban links or anything. It's probably like some little ass baby chain. Like nobody expecting to take that.
Bro, do you think a crackhead cares about that? Because obviously, if
apparently not.
If you're robbing a 3-year-old, I assume this was like a crackhead or something, or just someone extremely poor. This is just crazy, bro. Like where this world talk about ghetto. Like Abyssina probably live in this building.
Abyssina.
I'm missing to probably live in this building, bro. Like this is some ghetto ass shit.
I feel like this is some of the rare times we need to bring back public shaming, public beatings. Let's put it like that. They need to bring him. If this is the project, they need to bring him in front of the court and everybody beat it with sticks. That's all I gotta say.
Bro, yeah, he needs
That's
to get
crazy.
he need to do some time. He need to do some time for sure.
Oh, fellas, it feels good to be back. He was off for what, like a month or some change?
Around there, yeah.
Once we found out VONT was the person that snatched the train.
Yeah, that person was too short to be, or was too tall to be you. The Messiest Morning Show podcast back every week to help you kick off your morning with a little bit of righteousness and some ratchetness. We do it all. Thanks for listening. We're back. New episodes every Monday to help you kick off your week. You can follow me on Instagram follow the show first. Let's do that. Follow our show at Morning Commute Pod. We post updates. We post clips. People go crazy on us in the comments, especially on TikTok at Morning Commute Pod, and some other things coming down the pipe. I don't want to say what yet, but just keep an eye on our socials because you never know what's happening. Follow me on Instagram at VONT Leak, and then you can listen to me every Monday through Friday on the Dave Ryan Show on the free iHeartRadio app. Chap.
You can find me at Justin Chap on Instagram and TikTok. That's JUSTINCHAP. Like Vaughn said, we got some crazy stuff coming for the summer, so stay tuned. Justice.
You can follow me on IG_Injustice. Subscribe to Supervillain Studios on YouTube. Check out our other content. We got some stuff cooking. And you see that hoodie Chap got on? Go get that. Go get your villain merch, supervillainstudios.net.
Somebody say you rolling out Villain University. Can I sign up?
Yeah, we'll definitely talk. We'll talk, Chap. We'll talk.
Got you.
Yeah. And if you two things, one, you can not only listen to the show, but you can watch it on YouTube if you look up Supervillain Studios. The link's in the bio, or watch it on Spotify. Shout out Spotify. But we're also available on Apple Podcasts, the iHeartRadio app as well. And if you're listening to us on any of the pod platforms, leave us a review, please. 5 stars, 2 stars. Comment. You think we're funny, you think we're ugly, whatever you want to do there. And you can set the show to auto download. That way you don't have to worry about going to find it. The thing will download to your whatever app you're listening to it on your own. So with all that being said, thanks so much for listening. It feels good to be back next Monday. If you tapped into this morning show podcast thinking you were going to hear something wholesome, you're wrong. You're sadly mistaken. We are the Messiest Morning Show podcast. It's Morning Commute.